Okay, it's a little laggy. Okay, okay. Alright. There we go, we're in. Alright. Maybe before we get too into stuff, I will work on fix that a little bit. There we go. Alright. There we go. Everything should be all set up. Howdy. First comment. Alright, I'm trying to see if I can set it up so I can put my chat on a separate page real quick. So I can see everything going on. There we go. Hello, peoples. Hello. I'm just getting everything set up. It's gonna be a really casual chat stream, so don't expect anything too crazy. I'm mostly here to answer questions and do some Wiki stuff while I work on it. Rename this. Don't mind the click and clacking of my keyboard there. Let me try my mic away so you can hear that. There we go. Save that and bam. Alright. Should be all set. Hello Burton and hello Shura. Welcome to the party. I will be doing my best to keep chatting with people as I go. Let me get a link to this so that I can let people know where I started. Let me just put in my general YouTube instead of that. There we go. Alright. That should be fixed. Alrighty. So I guess I shall begin, and if I see any chats, I will make sure to say hello. So, with the new update coming in, I figured I might as well try to rush and get all these bios done. But yeah, don't be afraid to chat. I'm more than welcome to answer any questions if you have about the game. Of course, best to my knowledge. Remember, guys, I'm not a dev, so I don't know everything, but I've been here a good bit, so most questions I can help. Of course, go do this thing again. At least favorite things about Wiki GG is sometimes making edits causes the entire thing to freak out. What was the date of the owl update? Let me see real quick. I will check the news. It was 5/12. That's not right. I think 5/12. I bet money that was 4/13, wasn't it? Let me see. Yeah, I don't know who put this as 5/13 because this one here was done on 5/12 with the Hootlet update. Oh, it might have been 4/21, I think. Actually, oh, okay. Oh, I was wrong. So this one's already done. Somebody may have already done it for me. I'm like, why is this so different? Yeah, I'm not perfect. It's okay. There I was, though. Sorry, Ozzy. Right now I can't do for it. I'm just trying to do a little casual thing right now. I'm mostly doing wiki edits, which means I need to have the game up so I can read the bio descriptions. Okay, give me a second. Let me see which ones haven't been updated. That pub's done. Next is the Clunky Lion. Let me see if those have been done. Okay, yeah, so the only ones that have been done so far is Zippo. Probably somebody who tried to start on it but never actually finished. And real quick, I'm going to refresh this page because it's doing the thing where it likes to freak out and jump to middle of the page or the top of the page. is, because I'm sure it'd be really awkward if it wasn't. It'd be pretty quiet. So let me know if it's not, and I'll try to see if I can fix it. Easier myself. So with that, I'm over and paste that right there. That way I have that for later. Look at me being a big old cheese. We're just done. So we will do some typing in. So much, Cody. I really try to help new people because personally, even though I'm a vet, I don't want to be greedy and not let lower people get to my level. It's not fun for me to just constantly bully little guys. I want you guys to get to where I'm at so that you guys can eventually either compete with me, team with me, or have fun like I do in this game. It's not fair if everybody feels like they're getting bullied all the time. I'm very glad that my videos help, and I plan to just keep posting as much as I can where I can. I try not to overlap too much with other videos I've already seen, as I know it gets really repetitive if everybody's posting the exact same thing over and over again. But like I said, I try to help where I can, and as I tried to have my horde guide out pretty early because nobody else really saw I had a proper horde guide, for example. And tier lists are always really situational. Everybody can have their own tier list. I tried to have my new update video out, but our tier beat me out just a little bit, so sorry about the copy pastes there, but listen, I try to help where I can. But thank you for stopping by. Versus what you guys see is crazy. Like on my screen, I'm dealing with Cinnamunk already, and on your screen, I can already see you guys dealing with Clucky still, or Cluckaro. Crazy, crazy. Alright, let me get to a Cinderhulk and get typing on you. Thank you so much. You have a good one, Cody. Cinderpunk. That's goofy. there, Nadia. Welcome to the stream. Make sure I do my best to respond to everybody who pops in. It's only fair, you know. It's not like I'm a big YouTuber who can't keep up with my chat, right? Don't be afraid to ask me any questions. I check chat occasionally, so I can try to help where I can. This description, this new one, is very similar to its old description here. This is what it used to say. And then it had to update, which changed it to this here. And now I'm talking about shellbacks again. So I guess they're kind of sticking back to their roots. It's kind of neat. It's like, I could have swore I read this before. I was afraid that I was starting to edit stuff back to where it originally was. And it wasn't changed at all. But no, it's been changed. They're just trolling me. They're just changing it back just to mess with me because, you know, I spent hours doing these wiki edits. Do you not have the game anymore, Nadia? You taking a break, or you just uninstalled it? It's okay either way. Sometimes it's not everybody's cup of tea. So badly. I'm a solid 2 critters ahead of what I'm seeing on the screen. I feel bad because I don't want people thinking I'm ignoring them, but I can't really control the fact that it's so slow. I wonder if dropping some of these tabs might help here. I don't want to take out too many tabs because then I might mess it up for people over there. Like I was using like a little tube. Crazy. Oh, sure, some people probably noticed that I'm kind of transparent on the screen. I wanted people to kind of see under my head too, because a lot of information's on that sideboard. So hopefully it helps a little bit. It's not perfect, but if people prefer me to be solid, I can change the picture to be solid, don't worry. As you can see, most of the wiki edit is just a whole lot of copy pasting and then adding all the extra stuff after. Honestly, I don't know how long this stream's gonna go for, just because, you know, it's getting pretty late in the day. Maybe I'll make it go until like an hour before reset. That way I have time to do all my reset stuff before we get into the Gold Rush chaos, you know? firmware issue. So I'll fix it for him. Sometimes the language barrier causes occasional issues in bios where the grammar is just a smidgen off. Like in the actual bio, instead of saying that is not a signal, just that is not signal. So it kind of sounds wrong. So I'm just going to fix it so that people reading it can understand what's going on. Man, imagine the days before copy and paste, right? I'm sure people had a lot of fun back then. Get rid of these two. Hop over to a shoal pair and see what the new bio is. Thank you so much, Deflex. I tried to make it as cohesive as I could. I do apologize. I tend to ramble a lot. I have a bit of ADHD, but like I said, I like to keep yapping until I get my point across, even if sometimes I repeat myself a couple of times. But thank you so much for hopping on the stream. Like I said, I am here to help you guys. I'm trying to multitask a little. I figure it's fair if I let you guys talk to me while I do all this stuff. That way, 2 birds, 1 stone. Get a little bit of content up here so you guys have something to watch, and let me finish my wiki stuff since it has to get done or else it might get outdated very soon. It makes it feel more natural, right? Like the yapping. Alright, let's get our pair done. What you got to say for yourself? Pair. My spirit animal has got constant anxiety. Sounds about right. I do hope the music is playing in the background because it's like really awkward for people that don't hear anything. Just random silence broken by click-clacking of a keyboard. Right here, done. Let's hop over to mud rump on my phone. Oh, the joys of doing everything on my phone while playing on my playing on my phone while doing everything on the computer. Makes stuff a lot easier. We're almost done with the commons. So I will say one thing. There is a new update coming on June 3rd, and part of the update is going to be a lot of T1 trials are being changed. I mentioned it a little bit in my new update video. If possible, anybody who's starting out and still has those T1s and are trying to get them trialed to the T2, it would be exponentially amazing if you posted those to the Discord so that Wiki editors such as myself can edit all the new trials in. That way everybody knows what the actual trials are instead of the old ones. Let's see what we got here. I always hear from videos that you're supposed to keep on yapping, like you're talking to people even if there's nobody there. But let me tell you, it's really hard to make commentary when the only thing you're doing is making Wiki edits. Like if you're playing a video game, I can get it. You can just kind of like yap and pretend that, oh hey, commentate on this game, see what happens, talk about this thing, talk about that thing. Or me, just like, ooh, a Wiki. Look, a bolt skipper. Look, it's appearance tab. That's nothing to really talk about. Makes it kind of difficult. But for any of you Ghost Watchers right now, you know, the ones that are seeing this after this is published, man, this is great content, right? It's okay. I know. It's not very entertaining to watch somebody doing Wiki edits. The tricky part is like, well, I have started off my content doing Clash of Critters stuff and making posts for you guys. I do eventually want to branch out and do other stuff, like maybe play some Minecraft, maybe do some Battlefield 6, I don't know, just something different instead of just one game, because some people like more content versus same identical content over and over again, you know? But if you want to see something different, please feel free to let me know. Because if people only want Clash of Critters stuff, that's perfectly fine, just tell me that. If you'd like to see stuff like Minecraft or Battlefield or me playing something else, or check out Steam games or something, just let me know. I don't mind trying stuff. Common. Look at me, feeling productive. There's like a little bit of lag this thing has right now. It's rough. That makes me worried about what would happen if I do try to stream an actual game. Like I know, typically I like to play modern Minecraft, and modern Minecraft on its own without streaming is a little laggy for me. Imagine how crazy it'll be if I do start streaming. But we will see, if people want me to anyways. I'm not gonna do stuff that people don't want. I am here for you guys. I'm gonna take that one. Just to be safe, is I'll do a periodic save. So if there's no comments, I will do a quick save, then I'll hop back up here and start again. It's a good way to make sure that nothing gets lost if something crashes, you know? And here we are, to the first rare critter, our good old friend Frost and Nip. Crazy how many times some of these bios have changed, but I don't want to ever lose them, so I'll make sure I always add them to the wiki so that you can see how everything's changed since the first update. But I haven't had any complaints about adding them all in, so let's keep it that way. Ghost viewer, someone who's not chatting. That's okay, you don't have to chat. I respect the lurkers. I'm one myself. Like I said, don't be afraid to ask questions. I don't mind helping. Look at that, it's right outside. Ooh, that's a good question. So personally, my favorite, if I scroll down a little bit, is my good friend Ashlarva in crew. Technically Chrysolaria, this one here. She is my baby. I love her. But personally, I'm just a moth person. I love moths. And I just think she's cute. Definitely very cute. I've had temptation to making her my super buff critter, because a lot of vets will do this thing where they'll take a one critter and they'll just unnecessarily buff it for no reason, like get it max feeds, max stars, just because they feel like it. And I've thought about doing it, but I like to keep mine a little bit more balanced so I can actually fight things normally. It's a lot easier trying to handle stuff. Since she's more of a buffer anyways, so making her strong isn't going to change too much besides her heals. Funny enough though, of all my critters, my highest one's actually my new Flaminander, so this guy here, he's my strongest, but that's just because of how often I get dupes of him. And he was technically my first A tier feed, but that was just because I was feeding randomly before T4s were a thing. Frosty's done, so we'll close that out. I like how it references how if you like toss chunks of ice onto like a frozen lake, you get this really cool, almost laser sounding noise. I like the little snippets they have in some of the bios. Makes it a bit more interesting than just, here is cat with ice, that's it, have fun. You don't need to do anything else about it. Let me make sure. Actually, looks like I don't need to change anything about the T4 because it seems it's the same thing. Okay, that makes my job easier. So T4s are the same, got it. Leave that. That is very nice for me. I am a lazy bastard. Sorry, YouTube, don't smite me for that one. Pyro. Boop, boop, and boop. Oh, that's interesting, actually. Ooh. Pyro Pup didn't change. Should probably start checking these before I copy paste them then. So only some of them have changed, so I actually need to go back and delete that. The same. Let me check funneling real quick. Okay, so funneling did change. Okay. So we're funneling next. Very interesting, they didn't change any of Pyro Pup stuff. Definitely a curveball. I love typing so fast I mess stuff up. It's no biggie. That's the power of autocorrect explorer. I'm not lazy, you're lazy. I would like to say thank you to whoever is still on the stream, though. Even if you don't chat, it's nice just to know people care. but don't make it feel like an obligation, you know? Everybody's got lives outside of streams. Discord request. If anybody tries to send me any Discord friendships, I will usually accept them. I usually accept all friend requests and message requests, but I might not always answer immediately. I do get a lot of messages throughout everything from Clash of Clans itself to my other servers to a DM, stuff like that. I will do my best to answer as long as you're not there to just troll. I promise. After the stream, I'll check any Discord requests I got, because I got a couple already. And T4 is the same, just like last time. Alright. Off we go to a Romulant. See. Ooh, see, this one's different though. This one has a different T4. Alright, so let's start this one. See, they're trying to throw a curveball at me now, so now I'm stuck. Trying to actually double check who's got what. I swear, I'm bullied by these devs. Harassment, I say. Harassment. It's okay, they love me. But at this point, they should hire me. Like, I've drawn enough concepts on the Discord. I'm sure people would like this little doodle critter, right? You know? Little white dragon. It's okay. I'm totally unbiased about my hatred for Joey-O being related to the fact that I made a Earth-type kangaroo concept, and instead of listening to me and making it sit on its tail and kick things, I made it a boxer of all things. Of all the things you could have made a boxer, he chose a kangaroo, whose entire thing is kicking. I see a couple of hearts being sent out. Thank you guys. I can see those. Like I said, I'm more than happy to chat and answer questions and stuff. I know it's kind of boring just watching me here type stuff without, you know, talking, but it's really hard to just randomly chat about the wiki, you know what I mean? Let me go over here. But any questions about the game, me, etc., etc., more than happy to chat about it. I'm a big yapper, you know. As you can obviously tell from the fact my tier list and Horde Invasion guide were both an hour long each. I'm so sorry. I know some people don't care, but it doesn't mean I don't feel a little bad about it sometimes. I know a lot of people these days, before that short form brain rot content, like to just look at it, swipe, they're done. Trust me, when I first made my videos and posted them, I had so many DMs and stuff saying that, hey, why don't you make short videos? It's like, yes, I will eventually. I do want to do some little meme videos where just like, oh, what does this critter say about you? Or just like, insert critter in a nutshell or something like that, just so I can kind of run over each critter one by one. But, yeah, that takes a lot of editing, and I am not a big editor. So, I'm trying to set up one just to kind of see how it looks and then post it and see how it does. And if it becomes really popular, people like it, I'll probably do more of those. Of course, anytime, Tommy. Like I said earlier when I was talking to Cody, my entire thing is I don't want to be super high level and watch the little guys struggle to get to where I'm at. It's not fair to them, it's not fair to me. I want there to be some competition. I want people to be able to grow without feeling like we're just stomping on them because we're high level and because some people spend money and stuff like that. I want to give everybody an equal chance. It's like, yes, there will be some dichotomy based on the fact that some spend, some don't, some are high level, some aren't. But at the end of the day, once you guys are at the same levels, I want it to be fair and not just a matter of who knows what. It's just, I don't know. I want everybody to enjoy the game. I don't want people to get stomped on all early game and then get upset because it's not fair to them. I want them to be able to, oh hey, I just beat this level and I'm like 200 levels under it. Wow, look at that. And previously they would just kind of throw stuff around and that's it. Thank you so much, Chopping Panther. I really enjoyed making the tier list. It was kind of fun. I like to bash on my boy Joey-O a little bit here or there. I will actually say there's a couple things on the tier list after talking to some people afterwards. I will probably make some adjustments. Like personally, the cheerleading, that purple bunny that I have at A tier, I might end up putting it S tier just because even though it doesn't go in every single game mode, the ones that it is in, it is required to have. So I'd probably say I'd put that in S tier just to adjust it a little bit. I'll probably next time I do it, I'll probably also make it a left to right tier list. Because a lot of people would read it and get a little confused over the fact that, like, I'll have two T2s to the left of the T3s, which makes it seem like the T2s are stronger. That's not the case. It is not a left-to-right tier list, it's just a categorized tier list. So if it's B tier, I consider them all about the same. And then a couple of things that threw some people off that I'll probably also go over and fix and adjust a little bit is, like, there are a couple of, like, T2s for some things. Let's say Frogling. That was ranked higher than the T3s of other things. Let's say, like, I think I had Pyroclopster, the shrimp, the fire shrimp there. I will probably adjust that one because people are thinking that means I think the T2 is stronger than that T3. And it's not the case. It's more of like a comparison thing. Like, the T2 frog goes with the T3 frog, and those are better than the other grass types, but I would say they're better than those other fire types. But the fire types I had at B tier, I would consider better than the ones that were at C tier, if that makes sense. Next video, I'm not quite sure. I'm probably going to do a treasure hunt video, either tomorrow or the day after, just because that's the event going on right now, and I'm waiting until tomorrow when Gold Rush starts so that I can get some pinball spent, because what you usually would do is before you have an event, like, while you have an event like Treasure Hunt or Marathon or whatever, if you do not have Gold Rush active, save your pinballs that day. That way when Gold Rush starts, you can spend all those pinballs and get both resources versus spending them and only getting them for the one event. It makes it a lot easier for you to grow really quick and take the advantage of the fact that you have the 2 events up versus only one. I don't know if I already did this. I got distracted with all the yapping. Look at that, I'm so skilled. Yes, I already did him. Okay. Let's get back to editing that. Of course. If there's anything specific you're looking for me to make a video on, just let me know. I'll try my best to put that in the list of things I gotta do. I try, for the most part, just to do them as the events come along, just because that's when I'm able to get the content for it. Like, I can't do a shooter video if I don't have shooter up in my game, you know what I mean? But if you have something that's more, like, generic, like, oh, you want another tier list for a specific thing, like, oh, do a Horde tier list only, I could do a Horde tier list only, because Horde's up every day. Hi, buddy. You wanna hover off a little bit? You're kind of on my keyboard. Joys of cats, am I right? Like getting in the way. Nope. Thank you, Osiris, for messing up my... Dude, come on. Come on. Thank you. Got a little cats, am I right? Beginner's Guide. Yeah, I could do one of those. Yeah, I've been putting that one off just because I had some other YouTubers there, got a couple beginner guides out, and I don't like posting mine too quickly compared to somebody else's, but I don't want to feel like I'm just copying somebody else. But yeah, I can work on that. Yeah, probably, if I did one of those, I'd probably definitely go into stuff like the bentos, the foods, because that's one that's throwing a lot of people off, and especially since we're actually getting an update to the bento maker, that'll probably help people a lot more once we have that set up. What else would I probably go over? For like resources, I'll probably explain the best way to spend certain event resources. Probably explain how to feed, because there are certain critters that you probably should avoid feeding. Like, for example, if you want to feed a grass type, I would suggest like frogling over llama, for example, just because frogling has that T4 and yeah, sorry guys, it is storming out there. Didn't need to surprise anybody with that one. But yeah, I'll probably go over how it's better to feed the T4 critters versus the weaker ones. Yeah, actually, I have applied for the creator registration. It's, as far as I know, it's 2 separate parts. So I have the registration part that I've already applied for. I'm waiting for them to email me back on. And then once that's approved, if that's approved, I hope it is, then I could also apply for the creator code, which is what you can put into your settings and will give me a little bit of kickback every time you buy pinballs. It's like 5%, I believe. It's a fair amount. I see a lot of other creators have it right now, so it's mostly just me waiting on them to get back to me because I've done all my parts. But I hope it's soon, because it's not that I want the kickbacks, but I want people to see me connected with them so that they're able to see my videos more. But thank you so much. But trust me, I've had so many people DM me asking me if I have a code already because they keep getting spammed by all the other creators in the Discord asking about it. I'm just like, nope, not yet. Eventually. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because I originally applied for it like almost a week ago now. And somebody told me it only took them like 2 or 3 days. But they did say they DM'd the customer service personally, so we'll see how that goes. I don't want to pester them too much. I don't like, I'm not huge on nagging people about stuff like that. Because I know everybody's got their own lives, everybody's busy. So, I'm a patient person. Hello there, Godsilver. Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to shoot them at me. I don't mind answering. So personally, it just investing everything into the dojos are also a really good choice, simply because you get a lot of resources from it. You get wish boxes, capsules, pinballs, and those alone can also buff you up. Plus, after you finish every dojo, you also get that damage or health or whatever buff based on which one you're doing. Which dojo do you need next? Like, what's the next one you're closest to getting? It's not a bad idea, Godsilver. If your country doesn't have anything in your language, I think it's a great idea to get into it. That way people in your country have something to listen to. That way they don't have to rely on people from other countries making content that they have to later translate. Because I know personally my voice is not easy to translate over auto-translate. It'll mess up a lot of words occasionally. So if you make something in your language for your country, it'd be super easy. And honestly, I don't even mind if you copy the information I give and like essentially translate it for them. Yes, like I said, I want everything to be fair for everybody. closest ones are Rock and Lightning, and usually you have the starters done, which I believe you're referring to Pyro Pub, Frogling, and Frosted. And you say you have, what was it? Rockfree is Rockfree supposed to be like Rockzilla, or are you talking about the monkey? Rockfoo. Yeah, you're talking Rockfoo. Okay, so Rockfoo, and I would say get Zilla up. He's probably one of the better Earth tanks. So this guy here, get him up. And yeah, Rockfoo, you're good. I realized to type him after. So have the monkey up, have Zilla up, and for dojos, I've noticed one that's pretty good is the snail over. Here you go. It creates that crystal shard that can help just give you a little bit of the tankiness you need sometimes to beat through it. What else should I give you for that? T2 I wouldn't do Snake, but when you get into the T3, the red tier dojos, I would definitely get Snake as one of them because of that piercing. And don't need any of those. Okay. So your other ones would definitely be Mole. Mole's a good one to have for dojos because he attacks really quickly. And then have Turtles. That should be 5. So Zilla for 1, Turtle for 2, Monkey for 3, Snail, and then Mole. So that's 5. But get those ones up for that dojo. And then for Lightning, Lion is pretty good. Personally, I'm very surprised by it, but actually Voltkit. Gotta love my cats. But Voltkit's actually pretty decent for the dojo because of its invincibility at T3. I would say Deer should be a good one. Unicorn you shouldn't really have to worry about. Let me think. Well, Cheer is nice for buffing, but that's better for the later dojos. Surprisingly, the Sheep's pretty decent for dojo, just because it's gonna hit all those lanes. Osiris, will you calm down? He's trying to chase a fly, so he's flying all over my stuff. Yeah, so I'd say for the electric dojos, try to have Lion, have Deer, maybe Voltkit, probably Unicorn, and then the 5th one will be the Sheep. That's probably a decent 5-man right there. Thank you very much, Gold Silver. I definitely try to help my best to help people improve. But hopefully everybody improves as quickly as you guys do, because like I said, I really want everybody to get as far as I can. It's not fair if everybody is stuck at low levels just because they don't know what they're doing. I already did you right. Here's it done. Still hoping one day they add some kind of breeding or combination mechanic for the critters, because when Blitzbane's bios first came out, you can kind of see that they had something to do with like hybridizing creatures for it, which was a really interesting concept. So I like the idea of potentially in the future them combining critters to make new ones. But I'm also one of those, I'm a sucker for those games like Dragon City where you combine the dragons to make new dragons, but that's just me. What a coincidence that it's storming outside while I take care of the Wiki tree for a critter that causes storms, right? I will agree that it is pretty tricky to find good players. The main thing is they just kind of throw out invites to whoever and then pray that whoever they team up with is good. Honestly, your best bet is to actually go into world chat and talk to people. Because if they're talking in chat, that means they're playing a game. So make groups, team of people, even go on Discord. Discord's a really good one because there's a lot of active people out there. Especially in stuff like Horde, we have an entire channel where people will come in and say, hey, I want some help with Horde, and people will pop in and offer to help with your Horde. For events, it's really a good idea to try to find a set team, find 3 other people that are going to be on daily, going to be active, and then team with them and just only team with them. It's like, it seems a little unfair to other people. Like, a lot of people want to team with me personally, but I do already have a team of 3 others that I stay with consistently. So I'm pretty reliably getting first at almost every event. So my best bet, like I said, just find other people either on Discord or in group chats and stick with them. Try not to just choose random people every time just based on their level. A lot of times being similar levels is also more helpful, like, especially like Gold Rush. Try to avoid teaming with anybody that's super high level because you will get put into their lobbies. They will not get put into your lobbies. So just keep that in mind. If you team up with somebody who's like level 1000 and you're only level 300, you're going to be going against other 1000s. And in the end, you'll end up with you only getting 1 or 2 kills at a time. It's really rough. So Mushroom or Owl, okay, so they both do different things. So it's very situational based on the situation you are in. Mushroom is better for increasing your guys' attacks and attack speed. I'll kind of scroll over here and show you. Don't want to go too fast and pass it. And there. So Mushroom increases the attack speed and damage, but the problem with that is that means it's only good for when you need more damage. If you need something for like stalling, then the Owl's gonna be better because the Owl has that stun and that slow. Over here, so it really depends on what you need. If you are struggling to get the damage out, you might need a Mushroom. But if you just need a bit of stalling and your damage is fine, then it's probably better to have Owl. It's very situational. It pretty much applies to almost any critter in game. Sometimes it just really matters on what you need more of. Go back up here, where it was. Tried to lose my spot there. Okay. But I will say for Horde, I have actually seen better success with the Owl, just because its abilities are slightly better. And for stages, I usually end up using Mushroom Horde, but that's just from personal experience. But like I said, it's still situational. I will say with Horde though, the person who I mostly play with who uses Owl does have the T4 already, because one of its abilities relies on it being a higher evolution for extra effects. So, like, I believe, if I remember right, I mentioned it in the Horde guide. The Owl will summon clones of itself, essentially, but those clones are based on how high its evolution is. Like, if it's only T1, it's only going to summon T1 clones. If it's T2, it will summon T1 or T2, and so on and so forth, all the way to T4. So the higher it is, the better. But for early game, the Mushroom is the same regardless. It's still going to get that buff for everything at the same time. It doesn't change too much from one level to the other. But Owl changes a lot. Of course, no problem. You have a good one, Juan. Common spell errors. It's the bane of my existence. I will say 6:20 for me, reset about an hour and 40 minutes, so I will probably end the stream about 40-ish minutes. I'll probably do another one tomorrow if I'm feeling up to it, if I'm not too busy with my other video. As you can see, it was just a little farther. We're starting to run out of updated entries. It's mostly just because there's so much to do. Like I said, I'm only even doing this part just because I don't want any of this to get lost to time when the new update hits. T1's actually the same, so I'll actually go back and delete that real quick. But the T2 and T3 are different, so I will fix that real quick. It's always fun when it keeps throwing me off like that. Oh. It was weird earlier because Pyro Puff didn't have any change either. So this one does change, so I will pop over there. Hello, Hans. Welcome to the stream. T4 stays the same, so I'm not gonna worry about that one too much. Just remember, if anybody watching has any questions, feel free to ask. I don't mind answering. I'm mostly just doing a stream in the background while I do this stuff, because I might as well chat and work at the same time, you know? I don't like losing progress. Just like I've learned my lesson on that one. Then I'll go back to edit. And to blue 50 go. And let me actually double check any of its bio entries change, because some of them haven't, and it keeps messing with me. Alright, so that one's changed. That one's changed. Okay, looks like all those changed, including me from in there. Alright. Let's get to it. See, after a certain point, I got lazy and stopped putting in the bullet points. Probably in a rush during that time. too fast. There we go. Hello, new people. I can see new people joining the stream. Your lurking will be called out. Oh, just got 2 new people at once. Hello, people. Just remember, guys, any questions, I'm free to answer. That's what I'm here for. So, does anybody have any favorite critters? My personal pride and joy is Chrysolaria, aka the evolution of ash larva, the little fire moth. Did I forget to do this one? Yes, I did. I'm goofy. Roxill's pretty based, Roxill's pretty neat. I do enjoy Meteorax, he looks kind of fire. Honestly, Glitter Roxilla is definitely one of probably the best critters in my opinion. He looks so cool. I love how they based him off of the Fire Godzilla from, oh shoot, wow, I can't think of the name. Dang it. Take a Monsters or something like that. Gotta love the memory shortage. Got like 2 bites left. Yeah, here. When Mothra helped bring him back to life after King Ghidorah beat him up. Yeah, this guy. Where he has like the fiery aesthetic versus the blue one like he usually does. Like this. But I thought it was a very neat reference from the devs to reference Burning Godzilla. But it's also part of the reason why they keep insisting on the ship. Yeah, I see the shorts occasionally. They're definitely trying to dive into the Mothra Godzilla aesthetic with Roxilla and Charflutter. Yes, Mantis is extremely good, Hans. Mantis is pretty much a meta tank. And then Sunflower is pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's like the best one to do, but Sunflower is also good for Horde, so it's kind of 2-in-1 anyways if you do that one. That is a usual for me when I'm trying to do multiple things at once. So the fire critters, you already have Pyro, you already have Blue Flame, I'm assuming. And then Mothra, yeah. So Firefox is probably one of your next best ones. I'm going to go a little bit. Firefox is definitely one of the best ones in my opinion. Who else should you do? You already got Moth. Pyropod's okay, he's more of like fast DPS versus AoE. I think it's good for Horde, so I would suggest doing him, but not particularly for Dojo. I would say do him on the side. I've actually heard the Tiger is pretty good for early game dojos, just because he's kind of beefy and healing helps. I wouldn't do him. She's better for late game for the buffs. That's it for now. Yeah, I'd say Firefox for the main one, and then probably Pig is like a backup. Yeah, that's a pretty good reason to have Sunflower Hans. I like Sunflower for Horde mostly. I do pop it into a stage here or there in a pinch. The boosts are pretty good. Most boosts are pretty much needed late game. So that one's a good one too. making wiki edits, right? That's part of the reason why it takes me so long to get the videos out, because I'm trying to balance all the different things I gotta do. I may have got myself over in my head sometimes. One second. Sorry about that. I'm back. And making dinner plans. Last one was seal, so we'll get 2. I'm gonna do one more before I save. Doesn't change. Another day, another making me look stupid. Alright, there we go. Let me see, is there tough change? Yes. Rock shell, yep. And it does change slightly. Of course it does. Okay. Give her the same. Let's go to the next one though. And don't mind me, that is not my coughing, that is a friend in the background. I'll probably actually end the stream after I'm done with the Gibber line. Just because it's getting close to an hour before reset and I still gotta get dinner started. So I do like to fish too. He is kind of on the situational side. He's pretty good in a couple of boss battles, and he's decent in certain horde situations. But Wave Flutter is way better. Wave Flutter is pretty much S tier. You have to have it in almost any game mode at all. So basically that sleep effect that gets at T3 is extremely strong. If you partner it with something like Tidion or T3 Snake, it can basically make entire waves go to sleep. So personally, I would do Wave Flutter over Auspices. But for Dojo specifically, Auspices' pull ability will not work at all. It doesn't work on any kind of like moving critter game mode. So like it won't work in Gold Rush, it won't work in Dojo, stuff like that. So 100% Wave Flutter all the way. And I will also say, neat trick for people to know about Wave Flutter is that sleep ability it has can actually hard counter the grass boss. His thing where he makes your Tatari in the front disappear. Yeah, sometimes the damage itself isn't as important as the utility. That's why a lot of, you'll see a lot of buffers and supports like Cheerling and Ashlarva be used in almost every game mode. Like I said, it's all personal preference for the most part. Like, if somebody has a stronger Auspices just because they got more dupes, sometimes their Auspices is going to be the better choice. Like I said, my word's not law. You can do pretty much whatever you like. You're your own person, okay? I don't want everybody to think that, oh, Doodle said that means it's like required, you gotta do it, or you're throwing or anything. But if you know how to use it right, then that's perfectly fine. Because a lot of people don't know how to use Auspices right. That can kind of affect how useful it is. Surprisingly, most of it is the same. Oh yeah, definitely. Weak and stun are very, very good effects, especially stun. Stun's pretty much crucial for later game stuff, especially when you start getting overwhelmed, and the more AoE stuns are better. Yeah, I would still suggest going for Wave Flutter first, just because of how strong that sleep is. It's like unbelievably powerful. But getting off Pisces second is not a bad idea at all. But I'll probably end the wiki part here. I'll do a little bit of casual chatting until about, almost 7. So if anybody currently watching does want to say anything, feel free to go ahead and make some comments, questions, etc. Yeah, definitely. Ohio Circus. I'm gonna answer a question I have in DMs on stream, just so people know. The 2 Discord servers that I post in the bios of my videos, one of them is the official Clash of Critters server, so you go there for most of the actual stuff involving Clash of Critters. The second one is my personal server. That's just so you can talk to me. I have a couple of random Discord bots up there for some, shits and giggles. The my Discord's more casual. It's still a lot smaller. There's not a lot of people, so it's gonna be more close-knit until later. And of course, the Clash of Critters one's got thousands of people there. It's heavily moderated. You just behave. You'll be fine. And everybody there's pretty nice. And of course, for my personal server, if anybody joins it and they want to request a specific bot they've always wanted to try, feel free. I like trying out new bots. It's always fun. There's actually quite a few events, honestly. They keep adding new ones. The new update in my last video that I just posted does discuss a couple of new things coming in. There's one called like the chip event or something like that. That's supposed to involve Horde, but that's gonna be more limited time. But currently we do have the fishing, the marathon, treasure hunt, cozy farm, and shooter as rotating events, along with Gold Rush as a background event. So honestly, there's a lot to do. But they're always trying to add new stuff. I'll say don't try to rush everything too much, just because certain stuff like stages, once you get far enough, do kind of get like so ridiculously hard you're almost locked in them. Personally, I am stuck in chapter 71, and it does not seem to want to change. Only one person's actually beaten chapter 71 and got the 72, and that is the godsend that is Cake. They're level 2,000 plus. No shame, no shame. They're pretty chill. But I don't see myself getting that far anytime soon, because as you level up that late, it's like exponentially harder. It gets super, super expensive. It's just about 7 o'clock for me. I still gotta do dinner and get ready for recess. So, with that, I'll say thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I really enjoyed chatting with everybody, answering questions, stuff like that. Maybe I'll do some more future streams if people are interested in it. I do plan on trying to do a treasure hunt video soon, and then as each event comes out, I'll try to do a video for it. I want to do my best to avoid copying other people, so if one of them seems to just take a little longer than the other, that's probably why. I will say quick shout out to some other YouTubers like Artier, Deceased, B for Bacon, stuff like that. They are also really good about doing Clash of Critters content. So if there's anything that I don't have yet, you can feel free to check out their videos, because they probably cover stuff that I've missed. And as usual, you can find me on the Discord, the official Discord. I will probably try to link it below once this video, like this stream becomes a video. And also put it in my private Discord, where you can contact me a lot quicker. And with that, that should be about it. But thank everybody so much for coming. I've had a great time. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.